Hello everyone, my name is Greg and I dev stuff. Welcome everyone to episode 48 of Stardew Valley-like game in Unity. Today we will introduce selling items to the store. So in the last episode we have implemented the currencies and stamina. Today we want to introduce a system where you will be able to buy and sell items out of your inventory. Before we do this, let's introduce an enemy, drawn by Spin from my Discord. If you want to order some commission, contacts will be provided in the description, and you will be able to find the link to this bot sprite in the description. So let's replace those smiley faces with actual animated enemies. Look how better it looks now. Ignore the error, because I haven't placed an essential on the scene. Prefab the enemy now. This episode is brought to you by generous support of people on Patreon and members on YouTube. If you want to join them, link to my Patreon in the description, and join button available right now on YouTube. Good, so before we start implementing the store, we need a store object itself. For now we will use a placeholder character. Let's make the store on a separate scene, just for ease of implementation. We will add more graphics to the store later on. Select the store clerk and create another new script called store. Because we want to add an ability to interact with this store, inherit from interactable class, which we implemented long time ago, for any interactable objects. We need a script to manage interaction between store and the character. Select the character and create a new script called trading. This script will be responsible for trading between character and the store. Create a new method called begin trading and pass a store as a parameter, which then we will store into variable. So this variable will be storing the store we are currently trading with. In the store script, when we interact, we need to call begin trading from the trading component on our character. Let's add a debug message. To make the scene function, we need to add base_style_map object. And I forgot to add the collider to the store clerk, so we will be able to detect the interaction with the store clerk. Good, now we can begin trading. Now we need to introduce the trading UI, the way to actually buy and sell stuff between character and the store. So we will have a store full of items. And to save time, we can copy the container panel. Remove the container script. Create another new script called item store panel. Inherit from item panel. And override the onClick. Set the button reference in the editor. Now when you start trading, you want to open the inventory and open the store panel at the same time. Hide the store and inventory panel. open the trading script and add reference to the store and inventory panel. Then when you begin trading, show them. Okay, now let's start by introducing an ability to sell items to the store clerk. First we need to introduce a price for our items and introduce bool variable can be sold. Both of these variables are self-explanatory. Okay, now what we want to do is when the character pick up the item out of his inventory and move this item to the store clerk panel and click our left mouse button, we want to sell this item. But first we need to fix this error by adding the exit gate if you don't have the inventory assigned to the item panel. Good. Open store panel and call and create a new method called sell item. Inside this method we want to check if the drag and drop item can be sold. So create and call a new method called check for sale. Inside return true and let's add condition for return false. Like if the item can't be sold, return false. If the drag and drop system is not carrying any item right now, return false, meaning that, this item can't be sold. So if the check for sale returns true, it means this item which we carry in the drag and drop system right now can be sold. And in case we can sell it, actually this is a little wrong. We are trying to process the transaction on the store panel, which is our UI. We should do it in the trading script. Good. Here we want to process the transaction. Let's calculate total money gain. Get the reference of the item slot from the drag and drop controller. Then we want to calculate the total money gain. In case the item is stackable, we need to multiply the price by the count of items in the item slot. Otherwise, it will be just a price for one item, because it's not stackable item, it can't be multiple items. After this, we want to add the money gain to the currency on our character. Create a variable to the currency class. Get the reference on the awake. Then we want to create a new method called add and pass the money gain to the currency class. Inside, update the text and add the money gain to the amount. Clear the item slot of drag and drop after you done selling item. Okay, let's test this. Oh yeah, reference to the trading on the item store panel. Okay, it adds money, but it doesn't remove the item off the screen. What we need to do is to call update icon on the drag and drop controller. Good. Now we want the ability to choose the trading window and end the process of trading. Create a new method called stop trading. Inside, nullify the store and close the store panel and inventory panel. Now we need to call this method from somewhere. Let's add a button to do so. On the store panel, we want to add an exit button. But because we set the button using grid layout group, it calls the exit button takes the place in the grid, which we don't want. So let's create a panel inside the panel to store the grid layout, and place the grid layout and all the buttons on this new panel. Don't forget to turn off the raycast target off the newly created panel, so it will not obscure the close button behind it. Set the button on click event to stop trading. Let's test this. Good. Good, this is it for this episode. If you have any questions or any ideas about code, please leave your comment below. If you are interested in seeing what will come out of this, please subscribe. If you want to support further, you can find my Patreon in the description. Special thank you to Andrew V. Long for his generous support. With best regards, see you in the next episode.